What's up? Welcome, Nathan. How you doing, man?
How are you?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
I'm
glad you made it.
Yeah, good to be back.
Awesome, awesome. I'm really excited that you're here. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
Welcome back, guys, to session 3 of Invest in Yourself. And this is episode 3, actually. They're back there behind the camera going like this. So, all right, welcome, Nathan. And Nathan works with our team here in the office. He works with our business advisors and helps them help our students. Nathan is also an author and a trainer, travels around and speaks and teaches and trains about motivation and success and mindset and things like that. And you know what, guys? I don't care if it's real estate or if you're in some kind of a network marketing opportunity or some kind of a business opportunity, you know, anybody can teach you the mechanics. I can teach you how to do a short sale. I can teach you how to buy a HUD house, you know, but the key is you got to be motivated enough and you got to stay motivated enough, and every day you got to make that decision. Am I in the real estate business? Because let me tell you something, it's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it, right? Hey, if life was easy, we would all be skinny, happy, and rich. But life is not easy. I mean, it's tough to get out there and go run 3 miles every morning. I ran 3 miles today. Now, I can't do it every day, but, you know, it's tough to get out there and do it, isn't it?
It is, every day.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Nathan, I know you're going to be at the HUD event as well, but what are you going to share with us today?
Well, I'm going to share 3 simple seminar tips that
Cool.
are really powerful. But going back to what you said, you know, about having a life of knowing where you're going, staying motivated. You know, motivation is like a shower that you have to take in every day. Otherwise, you start stinking, and your brain, you start having this stinking thinking.
Stinking
thinking.
I like that.
So you gotta wash yourself every day with some motivation. And I know a lot of people are, you know, back and forth. Oh, I don't need some motivation. Well, the opposite is true. We all do. And motivation actually transfers into attitude. And having an attitude, a PMA or a positive mental attitude, will get you more in life than a degree. You see it more and more every day. You're seeing people who may not have the college education or may not have, you know, world-class education.
That's me.
But yet they built big businesses. They've created a lifestyle that they truly want to live, and it comes down to attitude. I mean, you can attribute to that, right, Larry? Over the years, you know, it was your attitude that like really took you to the next level. Because if you woke up every day, you know, in a bad attitude, it's going to reflect throughout your presentations and on calls and whatnot.
Zig Ziglar used to say, your attitude determines your altitude.
It's very true. That's
I like
very
that.
true. Yeah. So it's super important. You know, over the years, I've been to a lot of seminars. I've lost count of how many I've been to, and I'm still amazed to see how people go unprepared to seminars. And sometimes, once in a while, you'll see one person that really stands out. And that person, maybe you've experienced this before, where that one person has like a little mob of people around them, right? They're attracting everyone around them. And that person comes prepared. And I want to share with you 3 simple tips that you can start applying at this upcoming HUD event, but also at any other seminar that you attend. So the first one I want to share with you is to listen and ask questions. Ask some key questions. Here's 2 key questions I want to give you. One is, what's the biggest challenge in your business? So when you're talking to someone, you're networking, getting to know the person, ask them, what's the biggest challenge in your business? And also, what are you stuck on right now? This way you turn into, instead of a taker, you're more of a giver. You're asking, what's their biggest challenge? What's their biggest hurdle? And that way you can possibly find a solution. That doesn't mean you have to find the solution. Maybe you know someone that can find the solution for them. So that goes into simple step number 2, which is be a connector. Again, you may not be the one that can provide the solution, but you may know someone. So you can ask another question, and that would be, how can I help you? Right? You ask that question, how can I help you? Larry, I've heard you say this from the first time we met, is how can I help you? And that's so important. It doesn't matter what level you're at, whether you're just getting started or whether you have a real estate empire and you're a real estate mogul. The important thing is when you ask that question, the person's going to respond, but that doesn't mean you need to do it. That doesn't mean you need to be the one to have the solution. You may be able to make a connection and be a connector for someone else. There's a lot of power in connecting people with who can actually do the right thing for that person. This comes down to having a good judgment call, being able to say no to things. If you're not good and you're not specialized in that area, you have to say no. But if you know there's an opportunity there for you or for someone else, be the connector, point that person in the right direction. And the last one I always have to say is collect cards. And I've seen this time and time again. People always have business cards. And this one actually I have a story I want to share with you. But when people go to seminars, and make sure you're not doing this, is you're just in groups passing out your business cards. You go with your stack of cards and you just pass them out. You don't even know the person. Maybe you don't even look them in the eye. And you just pass out a business card. Don't be passing out business cards. Be a collector of cards. Ask the person a few questions first before you even get their card, and then see if there's a good connection there. When you, so the story I have to share is actually two. One, I was at a live seminar, and I was in a group of people. There's about 6 of us, and this one guy comes in, and we're at a real estate seminar, right? And he comes into our group, just walks in, and just starts handing out our card. And as soon as he handed one out to me, I didn't take the card. I just stood there. And some people might think this is kind of rude what I'm about to say, but yeah, I made a point out of it. So I said, I don't need your card. And everyone in the group was like shocked. They're like, what? I said, well, what does your card say? And I'm not kidding you. This guy was a photographer. He was a photographer. So I asked around the group. I said, how many people are going to hire a photographer right about now? And no one could say anything. And so I use that example to everyone. I say, listen, don't be a card pusher, because not everybody needs your service. There was another time I was in an office, and I'm not kidding you, it was a small office in Massachusetts, and all of a sudden, the door's closed, mind you, and all of a sudden this business card comes up underneath the door, just slides underneath the door. And I'm like, what is this about? So I immediately picked up the card, I opened up the door, and I said, who put this business card underneath my door? And I was upset. He said, this guy was already around the hall, and he said, oh, it was me. I said, come here. I said, I don't even know who you are. I don't even know your name. I don't even know your face. And you're trying to push your product and services on me? And I'm not kidding you. I said, I took his card, and I put it in the garbage. And I did a point to that. And I said, listen, I'm just giving you a reality of how many people are going to take your card and probably put it in the garbage because you just didn't care. And that happens to so many people, is that they get a bunch of cards, there's no value, they don't know who the person is, they can't even remember that person. And then guess where that card goes? Either in a shoebox, or in some Rolodex, in a drawer piled in the desk, or in the trash. Don't let your business card do that. Don't let your business card that happen to your business card. What you want to do is be a collector of information. Get business cards. Do some follow-up. When you get some business cards, make a phone call, send out an email to that person after the seminar. That way you leave much more impact on that individual than just giving them your card, expecting or hoping that they're going to call you. Take an opposite approach, collect cards, and give them a call after the event.
That's awesome. That's really, really good information. And like you said, you don't want to be pushing it on people, but another thing I remember is people do business with people they know, like, and trust.
Absolutely.
And a business card under the door, it's just a little square white piece of paper. It doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. So, one of the things you need to do is talk to people, like Nathan said. Just talk to them. Hey, how you doing? How can I help you? What's going on? What do you need? How can I help you? Not, hey, I do this, I do that. Do you need this? Do you need that? No, ask people how you can help them. Another thing that will help you for people to hang on to your business card a lot longer is put your picture on it. Doesn't matter what you look like. Just put your picture on it. Then they can relate a name to a face. Because studies have shown after 7 days, people forget 90% of what they heard. Okay?
Very true.
So putting your picture on it is going to keep your face in front of them, and they will hang on to it much, much, much longer. Okay? So please remember that. So those of you who are coming to our HUD event this weekend, I'm really excited about that. Get your business cards ready. Get your little elevator information or elevator speech down, right?
Absolutely.
But it's not an elevator speech about I do this, I do that. It's, how can I help you, or what's your biggest challenge, like you said, or what are you stuck on right now? Why are you here? That would be another good thing.
Yeah.
Why are you here? That's another
Why
good
are you
one.
at this event?
Yeah, why are you at this event? That's another great thing. So those of you who are coming to the event, I'm really looking forward to seeing you. If you can't make this event, remember this information for future events, because if you're like we are, we attend events as well. I just signed up for one in Atlanta next month, a 3-day event. So we are always attending events as well. So whether you're coming to our Nothing But HUD event, which is this weekend, Friday and Saturday, we do have a couple of seats left. You can call my office to find out more about that, I guess, 803-831-2875 or 2858, right? 2858. 803-831-2858. And we'll be glad to answer your questions about that. And we do only have a couple of seats left because it has been sold out. But we do also have a live stream available. We've had a lot of people, because the event was sold out really early on, and people were really upset that they couldn't get to the event because we only had so much room. So we did decide to have a live stream of the event. And now those of you who are already signed up and already coming, don't be sending me hate mail. Hey, I could have stayed at home. Let me tell you something. There's so many more advantages to being there live. If you can be there live,
That's true.
just like what
That's true.
Nathan just talked about, there's so many more advantages.
Yeah.
But if you can't be there live and you don't want to miss it, that's the reason we're offering the stream. And don't worry, the people who are on the stream, you know, it's not like the stream is half price or something. It's the exact same price, okay? So there's no different there. But you can go to nothingbut.hud.com and sign up for the live stream. We only have so much bandwidth, so get in there and sign up so you'll get first in, so you'll get a good quality stream and you'll be able to see it. And by the way, everybody who signs up for the stream gets every single thing that the people at the live event get. You know, we've got a flash drive with all the forms, documents, spreadsheets, everything on it that the people at the live event are going to get, and you'll get that right as well.